Okay, let's go.
Get ready, collectors, because what you're about to discover is more than just a coin. It's the final chapter of an American legacy. The 1956 D. Lincoln Wheat penny isn't just a small piece of copper. It's the last breath of a coin design that Americans had carried in their pockets for nearly 50 years. As the end of the wheat penny era approached, this particular coin stood out. Why? Because it was minted during one of the most exciting times in American history. The year was 1956. The horrors of World War II were behind us. The U.S. was booming. Suburbs were growing, rock and roll was taking over the radio, and President Dwight D. Eisenhower was leading the country into a new age. But in the middle of all that change, there was one thing that stayed the same: the humble Lincoln Wheat penny. This coin was made at the Denver Mint, marked with a small D right under the date. The Denver Mint was producing coins at full speed, and that year, they created a jaw-dropping 1,098,201,100 pennies. That's right, over a billion. These pennies were everywhere, in lunchboxes, payphones, jukeboxes, vending machines, and piggy banks. Almost every American held one in their hand. Its reddish copper color, its 3.11 grams of weight, and its smooth round edge became a familiar part of everyday life. Take a closer look at this penny, and you'll see Abraham Lincoln's proud profile facing right, a design by Victor David Brenner that had already been on U.S. coins since 1909. And if you look carefully, you'll spot Brenner's tiny initials, VDB, hidden beneath Lincoln's shoulder. Turn the coin over, and you'll find two wheat stalks framing the words 1 cent and United States of America. That wheat design stood for America's farming roots and hard work. Soon, this would be replaced by the Lincoln Memorial design in 1959. But the wheat stayed strong until the end. Now here's where it gets exciting. The 1956 D. Wheat penny is also known for its hidden surprises. Many of these coins weren't struck perfectly. Some have repunched mint marks, called RPMs, where the letter D was accidentally stamped twice. Some show die chips and cuds, little raised bumps caused by worn-out equipment. And a lucky few even have double dies, where the details on Lincoln's face or the lettering appear twice, ever so slightly off. These rare varieties are like hidden gems waiting to be discovered by sharp-eyed collectors. So what's a 1956 D penny worth today in 2025? In worn condition, you might find one for just 5 to 20 cents. Perfect for beginner collectors. But if you find an uncirculated one that still shines like new, it could be worth between $1 and $10. And if you stumble upon a perfect red coin, graded MS-67 or higher, you're looking at a value of $150 to $300 or more. And don't forget the RPM varieties. Those can go for $5 to $50 depending on condition. A small error can mean a big payday. But there's more to this coin than just money. The 1956 D. Wheat penny has a special place in the hearts of collectors. It's often the first coin people fall in love with. Simple, affordable, but full of history. It connects the past with the present. It tells the story of a growing America, of hard-working people, of simpler times. It's a coin that witnessed jukeboxes, drive-in theaters, and the dawn of the space race. And for collectors today, it's not just a coin, it's a time machine. So next time you see a penny with a D under the date, look closer, because it might just be the 1956 D. Lincoln Wheat penny, the last shining moment of a design that defined half a century. And maybe, just maybe, it's hiding a secret that could change your collection forever. The 1948 No Mint Mark Lincoln Wheat penny is more than just a small copper coin. It's a quiet but powerful symbol of America's strength and renewal after the devastation of World War II. Minted at the historic Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally doesn't include a mint mark, this coin was born into a time of great national change. The war had ended just 3 years earlier, and the country was shifting from wartime hardship to peacetime progress. Soldiers were returning home in droves, eager to start families, build careers, and embrace the American dream. Cities were buzzing with growth, new homes filled newly built suburbs, and optimism flowed through neighborhoods across the country. This humble penny, though not shiny or rare in its day, carried within it the story of an America finding its rhythm again. At first glance, the 1948 penny may seem unremarkable, a plain, reddish-brown piece of metal. But to those who look closer, it tells a story of stability and tradition. The obverse of the coin continues to feature the dignified, right-facing profile of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor D. Brennerbach in 1909 to honor the centennial of Lincoln's birth. Lincoln's image had become one of the most recognizable in U.S. coinage by that point, and in 1948, it served as a steady reminder of leadership, honesty, and unity. Brenner's initials, VB, remained subtly engraved beneath Lincoln's shoulder, a small but meaningful tribute to the artist who shaped the coin's identity. On the reverse, two curved wheat ears frame the bold words 1 cent and United States of America, a simple but proud display of national character. The wheat design symbolized the country's deep agricultural roots, a nod to the farmers, laborers, and communities that kept America moving forward during tough times. The coin's composition was also standard for its time, 95% copper, blended with 5% tin and zinc. It measured 19.05 millimeters in diameter and weighed 3.11 grams. While those technical details may seem minor, they gave the penny a distinct feel, solid, familiar, and comforting in a world still adjusting after global war. In total, 317,570,000 of these pennies were minted in 1948. That might sound like a large number, but compared to later dates like the 1956 D, which saw over 1 billion produced, the 1948 edition was minted in relatively modest quantities. And that makes it just a bit more special. These coins were workhorses of daily life. They helped pay for newspapers, phone calls, streetcar rides, gumdrops, and soda bottles. Almost every American likely held one in their palm, without ever guessing it might one day become a collectible. As the years passed, many of those 1948 pennies wore down, lost their shine, and disappeared from circulation. Others found their way into jars, drawers, and dusty attic boxes, forgotten by time. But not all of them faded away. Some survived in excellent condition, and a few of those even came with hidden surprises that now thrill modern collectors. The most exciting of these is the double die obverse, DDO, a rare variety where the date or the word liberty appears slightly doubled, due to a misalignment during the minting process. These errors are subtle, but to trained eyes, they're treasures. Other fascinating errors include die cracks, tiny raised lines on the coin caused by breaks in the minting die, and off-center strikes, where the design is misaligned and part of the coin is blank. Even rarer are clipped planchets, where a portion of the coin's edge is missing due to an error in the blank cutting process. These rare varieties, while once overlooked, now spark serious interest among collectors and can increase the value of the coin many times over. In today's coin market, the 1948 no-mint Mark Lincoln wheat penny offers something for everyone. For casual collectors or those just starting out, circulated examples in good to fine condition can be found for as little as 5 to 25 cents. They're easy to acquire and a great way to begin exploring numismatics. Uncirculated coins in higher mint states, such as MS-60 to MS-65, typically fetch between $2 and $10, depending on their color, luster, and strike quality. But the real stars are the high-grade red specimens, coins that retain their original reddish copper shine and have been perfectly preserved over the decades. In MS-67 or higher, these beautiful pieces can command prices between $200 and $500 or more, especially when certified by top grading services like PCGS or NGC. And if a collector finds a well-defined DDO or dramatic error, like a clipped planchet in mint condition, the value can soar even higher, sometimes exceeding $200 at auction. But beyond the numbers, the 1948 Lincoln wheat penny holds something deeper, a sentimental, almost emotional value. It's a coin that speaks quietly but meaningfully to those who understand its place in history. It's often seen as an underdog, minted in smaller numbers than its successors, less famous than the 1909 VDB or the 1955 double die, yet rich in historical weight and quiet beauty. Collectors who treasure this coin often see it not just as metal, but as a message from the past, from a time when America was rebuilding, when every cent truly counted, and when even the smallest coin could carry both value and pride. It offers a window into a post-war world where a penny could still buy something, and where people believed in saving, building, and looking ahead. So the next time you come across a 1948 penny without a mint mark, take a moment. Hold it up to the light. Look at Lincoln's face, the gentle wheat stalks, and the copper glow that has lasted through decades. That little coin in your hand, it's not just a penny. It's a survivor, a story, a piece of America's soul. When comparing the 1956 D. Lincoln Wheat Penny with the 1948 No Mint Mark Lincoln Wheat Penny, we uncover two coins that may look similar at first glance, but tell very different stories from two unique chapters of American history. The 1956 D penny was struck at the Denver Mint, proudly bearing the D mint mark, and arrived during a time of Cold War-era optimism. With a massive mintage of over 1.098 billion coins, it flooded the nation's pockets and became a staple of mid-century commerce. In contrast, the 1948 penny came from the Philadelphia Mint, which did not use a mint mark, and was produced during the crucial post-World War II recovery period. With a significantly lower mintage of about 317.57 million coins, the 1948 issue was much scarcer, reflecting a smaller, more controlled coin production during a time when the nation was just beginning to heal and rebuild. Both coins shared the same metal composition, 95% copper mixed with 5% tin and zinc, and carried the timeless designs of Lincoln's profile on the obverse and wheat stalks on the reverse, honoring tradition and resilience. However, the varieties and errors they offer are what truly excite collectors. The 1956 D is famous for its repunched mint mark, RPM, errors, as well as double dies and minor die chips, making it a favorite among those who enjoy variety hunting. Meanwhile, the 1948 penny has fewer but more dramatic error possibilities, including double die obverse DDOs, die cracks, off-center strikes, and clip planchets, making each rare find feel like a hidden treasure. In terms of value, both coins in circulated condition generally range from 5 cents to $10, but their high-end examples tell a different story. A brilliant red 1956 D penny in mint state 67 or above, especially with a strong RPM, can reach values of $150 to $300. However, the 1948 penny, with its scarcer high-grade population and dramatic DDOs, can command even more, up to $500 or beyond at auction. For collectors, each coin holds a different kind of appeal. The 1956 D is often a favorite starting point for beginners and RPM hunters, thanks to its high availability and fun varieties. The 1948 penny, on the other hand, is cherished by those who admire its quiet historical significance and connection to the post-war American spirit. Whether you're drawn to the booming confidence of 1956 or the hopeful resilience of 1948, both coins remind us that even a humble penny can carry the weight of a nation's story in the palm of your hand.